Punching is a natural part of the human fighting instinct, so it's easy to learn at first, but it will get much more complicated in time. Scientists even assume that the sole reason for us to be able to make a fist is to punch other people with it. There's other appliances for fists, but we will not talk about this today. We will talk about punching people. So you can learn punching at home. First, make sure that you can make a proper fist. Close your fist as tight as possible and put the thumb in front of your second knuckles. The better you close, look, the more open it is, the more give I have here, the higher is my risk of injuring myself. So I want to close tight and want to close the thumb tight. The tighter my fist is, the more secure I can punch with it and the harder I can punch. Because if there is give, it's like a crash zone of your car. It will lessen the impact. So to have a tight fist and a stable wrist will definitely improve your punches. To improve your wrist stability, watch my video about hand strength and finger strength and wrist strength, and train your fingers and wrist, your whole forearms daily. The three main factors that affect your punching power is in fact the stability of your wrist, how quickly you can extend your arm, and how quickly you can rotate your hip. So on all three factors you can work at home. First, assume a natural stance, a staggered stance, with one leg forward, one leg back, like so. If you're right-handed, put your left foot in the front, your right foot is back, because that's your strong hand. And to have the strong hand in the back will make for strong punches, as if you would be throwing a ball. You don't throw a ball like this, right? So you throw a ball with the strong hand back and then you rotate. So that will make for strong punches as well. There's many different ways to punch. And I've been through many different schools. I've learned boxing and Muay Thai and kickboxing and some karate and some Kung Fu and many different styles. And what all of them had in common, that they taught you a specific way to punch. Like in Kung Fu, you punch vertically in Wing Chun Kung Fu with the bottom three knuckles. In karate, you punch horizontally with the top two knuckles. And all my teachers told me that this is the right way to punch and all the other ways are wrong. And well, that can't be. If you look at it, there's so many different ways to punch that all work. Every boxer punches a little bit different than the next one. Karate guys punch very different from Kung Fu guys, and MMA guys or Muay Thai guys or boxing guys, they all punch a bit different, and all of these variations work. You have to accept that. All of them have different pros and cons that make them good, that make them work in a fight situation, and that make them applicable for specific reasons. So one punch might be a bit harder, but increase your risk of injuring yourself. One punch might be a bit more open to your face, like punching from low, makes your head very open, maybe increases your speed, your punching power, or even having a low guard might make it very difficult for your opponent to see your punches, but again, leaves you much more open to other things and decreases your chances of wrestling. So at first, I think it's advisable to make it very simplistic and the most simple way to punch. Even if you think, yeah, you want to be Roy Jones and punch like Roy Jones, learn the proper basic first. I assure you, even Roy Jones wasn't Roy Jones when he was starting. Bruce Lee wasn't Bruce Lee when he was starting. He was just another beginner like you and me and everybody else. So first start with the basics, with the red thread, with the basic program, and then from there on extend your knowledge and your possibilities. So first, left foot forward, right foot back, bounce on your forefoot, and be about 45 degrees turned towards your opponent. I advise you to practice punching at home in front of a mirror. I hope you have a mirror, maybe even one where you can see your feet. Even if you have one just seeing your top, better than nothing. So stand, hands up, 45 degrees, and put your closed fist right under your eyes. Your right elbow is under your right nipple, protecting your liver. Your left elbow is under your left nipple, protecting your spleen. So the hands are pretty close. For protection, we will look at it in another video, how to protect yourself very well. So this is basic protection, basic cover. Now the punches, there are 6 basic punches. Left straight, left hook, left uppercut, right uppercut. And all of them can be done at the basic level to the head or to the body as well. Hop, hop. To practice it, it's very easy at home because you just look at the mirror, you look into your own eyes, and your hand has to go straight forward, straight back. You can either just bring your knee and hip forward a bit, just like so, just like so, just like so, or as I would advise you to train first, rotate on the foot. So my heel rotates outwards a bit, my hip rotates forward, my right hand stays exactly at my face, and my left hand comes forward. I think that's the most basic way to punch. It combines the best pros and avoids the most horrific cons. So you look at your own hand in the mirror and you start extending it. It's all at the same time. Like so. You can practice with me. It's one continuous motion. Left hand forward and back. The right hand stays. Your natural instinct will make you this. Avoid it. Look at your right hand in the mirror. So it needs to stay. Your head stays. Watch your nose. Your nose should not rotate with the punches. Your nose stays forward, your chin stays tucked. Up. So your left shoulder comes forward and extend your arm as far away of your nose as possible. Now we will talk about this a bit. So you sit in the middle, and throughout the whole punches you should always sit in the middle. There's 3 things that you should always do: look, breathe and move, and 2 things you should avoid. Never reach, never lean. So never reach for your opponent and never lean anywhere. If you're an advanced fighter, these rules don't count anymore. If you're a beginner, do it. Stay upright in the middle. So because most beginners, when they want to punch something that is far away, they will reach for it. They will reach forward. They will lean into the punches. And you have to be wary of the fact that your usable distance is the distance between your fist and your face and body. So even if I reach forward, I do not increase my reach. I do not increase the distance from my fist to my face. In fact, I decrease it. If I'm upright, that's the maximum distance from my hand to my face that I can ever have. Look what happens when I lean forward. My head comes ever closer to the fist. Right now I'm almost at the elbow. Stand like this. If I lean back, I expose my body. So don't lean at all. Don't lean. Just be upright, elbows in. And now throw your hand forward and pull it in. Make sure to tuck your elbow. Look at my elbow. It comes forward, and then at the last moment I rotate my elbow out and pull it back. Like so. Hop. And throw. Do not throw from the shoulder. If your shoulder gets tired from punches, you punch wrong. So you should punch with rotational power. Throw it forward and back. forward and back, forward and back. In the beginning, very easy. Just get used to continuous motion. Pam, 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 pam. Just get used to it. Do it a gazillion times. And look at the hand coming straight forward, straight back, inside of the frame, right? If you want to increase the power, you just add a little keyman in the front. So I'm very relaxed, hands closed. I throw, and right at the front I tense my hands and my body to increase the power. We will talk about power in a later video, so now it's more for the basics. Just throw forward. And that's the jab, that's your left straight. Now the right straight, the power punch, you should throw in the same fashion. Straight forward, look at my right hand. Straight forward, straight back. My left hand is now protecting, my right shoulder is coming forward. My shoulder joint is in front of my face, like so. Look, look, look. Hop, hop, hop. From this angle, hop, hop. My foot is rotating outwards. So you can punch without rotating, but it's better for your knee to rotate your foot. Okay, I advise it. I do not want to go into too many details. I do not want to deviate too much. Horrible ADHD, so keep me focused. But if your knee collapses, that's how ACL tears happen. Your knee basically has two different positions. Sumo, ACL tear. Sumo, we prefer sumo, right? So now, if I want to rotate, I do not bring in my knee. Look, it looks unnatural and unstable, because it is. I want to rotate my whole leg. And this rotation of the hip, it starts at the hip, rotates the heel outwards and the hip in. An interesting fact, that the center of this motion should be here, right below your belly button, where the hara is in Japanese, and the dantian in Chinese medicine. Your dantian is what steers. So do not push off the foot, do not rotate too much from the chest. Your dantian, your inner chi center, as the Chinese would say, is connecting. And it is, because the legs have a lot of power, right? And the key is to transfer that power to your upper body. And the muscles that transfer the power are your abdominals. That's why the abdominals are the most important for a fighter to be really strong in. That's why we automatically, if we see abs, we think about fighting. So if you move your dantian, you activate your abdominals and you transfer the energy from the hip to the shoulder. So now I have a good right straight. Look at it here, and it's moving straight forward in front of my face. Boom, and right this, like this. Wow. Now always practice to move it forward and back again. It's like if you shoot a semi-automatic rifle. So it's not shooting, bam, and it's staying in the front, and you look what happens, and then you reload. So it's semi-automatic. So you pull the trigger, it shoots, wham, bullet goes forward, and now the whole thing reloads. So bam, and it's back again. So a punch starts here, pop, and ends here again. Forward and back. Forward and back. And again here, use kime. Hash, batch. A short moment of full tension in the front and pulling back again. That's how it's done. It's forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. And it's all relaxed. Hop. If you've ever wondered, if you see a knockout, wow, bam, and it looks so easy and relaxed, because it is. The more tense you are, the lighter your punches will be. But if you have a very relaxed, very speedy punch with a kima in front, that's destruction. So that's left straight and right straight, and the most important punches there are. If you can only do a good jab and a good right straight, you can win a lot of fights already. Just keep yourself covered, be moving at all time, jab a lot, and bring your right straight time and time again. The German Klitschko brothers basically were years unbeaten professional boxing champions with doing boom, 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 batch, and not too much more. But we will look at the other basic punches. So the left hook, it's like this. Left hook. So it's a short punch. We do not want to make a swing. So we don't want to make a swing, especially not now. We want to make a hook. A hook. It's a short punch. Hook. Like so. To execute it and to learn it, it's most simple. You learn this motion. Learn this motion. You see my feet, my legs, my hip, my shoulder all rotate at the same time, and my head stays practically still, doesn't move a lot. It moves a little, probably because of a neck injury, but it doesn't move a lot. So if I want to do a left hook, I bring my weight a bit to my left, hold tight, and now look, I just lift my elbow and I rotate in, boom, and back. I just lift the elbow. That's the key. And you have to trust the motion. If you have a boxing bag at home or pads, try it. Don't cramp, don't try to push, don't try to slam, don't try to open up and then close. Just rotate in, just rotate in, just rotate in. It's such a short and amazing motion. Mike Tyson did it exactly like so. Hop, 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 ham. Nothing else. And the perfect left hook stays within a 90-degree angle of your arm. So it's only like so. That's a hook. That's already a long hook. And I wouldn't even count it as a basic punch. So I would count short hook, basic punch, hook, hook. And you see my hand doesn't move in relation the angle to my head. It just stays here and up and up. There's no shoulder movement front or back. The shoulder only moves to the side. The elbow lifts up sideways and rotates in. Right hand protects. And the same is true for the right hand. Just rotate in. It's such a short punch. Lift your elbow as if you would want to put your elbow on a counter and tell somebody an interesting story, and then you just rotate out of the way. Wow. And as Freddie Roach once said, it's a very good quote of him, in a good hook, if the fist just misses, the elbow hits. That's how Rocky Marciano, legendary pro boxing world champion, the only ever unbeaten heavyweight world champion, 49 wins, I think 42, 43 knockouts, maybe somebody knows exactly. Horrific punches, only 85 kilograms for a heavyweight boxer. That's how he knocked out Joe Louis. Hand just missed, wham, elbow went in, went right down. So close hooks, close hooks, close hooks. Learn that motion first. Hop, 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 hop. We will talk about head movement in a later video. For now, just close hooks. Now the last of the basic punches are the uppercuts. You just throw them like so. One. There's at least 3 different ways to throw the uppercut. We want to look at the most basic version, which is to just drop the hand and rotate the arm in like so. Hop, hop. So, not circular. And don't drop your elbow. The biggest mistakes are to drop the elbow and then try to move circular. What we want to do is, look, look, look. Elbow stays. The hand drops until my forearm is in alignment with my opponent's chin, or in my case, with the chin in the mirror. And then I rotate in and I open my chest to throw the hand diagonally forward. And same with the right one. Hop, straight, straight, uppercut. Straight, 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 uppercut. From the other side, I just drop the hand, elbow stays. Hop, jack, and forward. Hop, jack, and forward. Hop, jack, and forward. That's just it. Now the same punches executed to the body means that you should drop a level. As we talked about in the footwork video, and we mentioned it in the beginning, don't lean if you want to go anywhere. Don't lean, walk there. Think of yourself as a tank. These are my guns, these are my tracks. So they move me wherever I need to be. And if I need to be lower than I was, I use my knees to drop. Right? I don't put my hand down to punch the body. Look how open my face is. So I drop with the knees, and then left straight, right straight, left hook, right hook, left uppercut, right uppercut. Exactly the same as standing. As to the head, now to the body. Just exactly the same thing. Once upright, just a little bend in the knee, and now wham, hop, 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 hop. You have to make your leg used to it, get strong legs, but your legs have to be as strong as possible anyways. So practice those punches at home, practice them with a mirror, practice them shadow boxing. If you don't know, shadow boxing is the practice to box with a shadow, so with an imagination of an opponent. And you should really use your imagination. It's not like, yeah, I'm here and I just blah, 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 blah. So I think of an opponent, it's actually there. He's already trying to punch me, I'm avoiding his punches, I'm covering, and I'm punching his ugly face. He looks exactly like me. I'm trying to punch him down, bam, bam, boom, boom. That ugly mofo, I look in the mirror every day. I'm punching him down, boom, 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 bam, 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 oh, oh, just avoid it, bam, bam, boom, bam. So practice that at home, and always work on 3 things. So sometimes you gotta work on speed, like whoosh, whoosh. Make sure to make the whole movement in the always whole movement, no shortcuts. And sometimes you work on very clean technique. You can make it really short, really slow, just very clean technique. And sometimes work on smoothness. So just be here and just do it very smooth. Just smooth. Just combine. Alright, work on all of it. If you have, work on the back. We're going to do a back video soon. And that's it for now. Those are the basic punches. If you have any questions, drop a comment, write me a DM, whatever. Hold up a sign. And if you appreciate it, please click the like button. Write a short comment. Really helps me. I really appreciate your help. And thanks for participating. And see you soon again. Maybe tomorrow for the next video. Us.